The boardroom was silent when Sarahi finally spoke. "Let me ask all of you something," she said, her voice calm but steady. "Can any check be released without the signature of President Marco Jr.?" One by one, the board members shook their heads. "No, we can't cash a check without his signature. The system won't allow it." Sarahi nodded. "Then answer me this," she continued. "When Marco signs a check, does he sign blindly, or does he examine what the check is for, who it's paid to, and why?" No one answered immediately. "Of course he examines it," one director finally admitted. "He signs them one at a time." Sarahi looked around the room. "Then it's obvious," she said. "Whoever signs every check is the real authority in this situation." The truth hung heavy in the air. Marco Jr.'s face hardened. "That's enough," he snapped. "I'm sick. Let's call off this meeting." The gavel fell. The session ended. That same day, Marco met privately with Zalbi and Marty. "Stick to the plan," Marco said. "Zalbi leaves the country immediately." By nightfall, Zalbi was gone. Marco then contacted his allies on the board. "Do not mention our names," he instructed. "Not mine, not Zalbi's, not Marty's. If we fall, everything falls," they agreed. To protect themselves, they offered others. Managers like Vong Reveil and several mid-level executives were allowed to take the blame. Investigators closed in on them while the real architects stayed untouched. Under questioning, the underlings pointed in one direction only. Zalbi was our boss, but Zalbi was gone. Or so they thought. Weeks later, in a move no one expected, Zalbi returned. This time, he didn't run. He talked. He exposed transactions, named names, and described the system in detail. But the damage had already been done. The investigation was dragged, delayed, and buried in procedure. Only Vong Reveil was arrested. Everyone else, Marco's people, remained inside the company, still controlling documents, still influencing witnesses, still prolonging the investigation. Sarahi refused to stop, so they stopped her instead. All funds linked to Sarahi were suddenly frozen. Her department was left without a budget. Projects stalled not because she failed, but because she was starved of resources. Then they accused her. "She's slacking off, she's not working, she can't deliver results." They created the failure they accused her of. It wasn't enough. They went after her family. A report was filed. False accusations were made. Sarahi's father was arrested, accused of crimes he never committed, accused of the killing of innocent men. The case moved fast. Too fast. He was jailed. Sarahi collapsed under the weight of it all. Her career, her name, her family, everything was placed on her shoulders. Alone in her office one night, surrounded by files no one would read, and evidence no one wanted to see, Sarahi whispered to herself, "Maybe this is where I stop." For the first time since the fight began, Sarahi wanted to give up. But somewhere in the shadows, the truth was still breathing, waiting for someone brave enough to carry it forward.